Hey everyone, welcome if you're new here. My name is Missy and this is Tarot with No Filters. If you're a returner, I am so happy to have you back, and don't forget to like and subscribe to all notifications if you haven't already. Also, feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know which messages resonate for you. So y'all, for this one, like I've been saying in the last couple videos, y'all got some new decks, and y'all, I splurged. Like, sis spent her whole tax money on decks. Like, you probably like, what? Your whole tax money? But y'all, don't tell nobody, but I'm gonna tell y'all how much my refund was, G. Now, again, don't tell nobody. I'm gonna get robbed because I'm rich, folk. But my taxes was $44, G, and I blew it on tarot decks. So yeah, we got about 5 new decks. We big balling out here. But anyway, so yeah, this is one of the new decks we got with our refund, y'all. So I'm interested to see what come out for this one. So I have meditated over the energy and shuffled, and then I'm gonna shuffle a bit more and we're gonna see what we get. This one should be interesting. Spirit guides, the ancestors, and universe, what does the collective need to know at this time? Gratitude. One more shuffle. Alright, y'all. First one. Healing is not a competitive sport. So it's giving a vibe that for some reason you might be trying to rush your healing, and it's like, chill out. It's not something you need to rush at. Or if you feel like you've been in a process of trying to heal from some type of connection or situation for too long, it's like, give yourself some grace. There's no rush to healing. Everybody heals in their own time. If they wanted to, they would. Period. So I feel like you healing from some type of connection. Maybe you could have been with somebody that you made a lot of excuses for in the past. Maybe you got to the point where you finally started making excuses and you healing from that. Or it's like somebody never had enough time for you. They never showed you enough attention. For some of you, it could have been a situation where you were on the side, or maybe you found out that they were in another connection. For some of you, I feel like you had an idea, but you weren't quite sure, and then something happened where you found out, so you ended the connection, and then you went into healing mode. So maybe you feel like you should heal faster. Maybe you feel like you should heal faster because the connection wasn't that deeper. Wasn't that deep. But it's like, however it was, if you needed to heal, healing still takes time, regardless of what the connection was. Just because it's spiritual doesn't mean it's not toxic. So for some of you, the person you was connected with could have been, or could have claimed to be, or they could have been spiritual or into spirituality or religion. They could have tried to use it as like something they wielded around, or like for instance, maybe when you tried to call them on something, they drew back the explanation or excuse from their religion or their spirituality. Take it as it resonates, leave the rest. Even the moon takes breaks. Sit down. So maybe you're not taking enough breaks at this time. Maybe you're trying to, you could be trying to keep yourself busy to avoid dealing with or thinking about this heartbreak or whatever you're healing from. For some of you, you could feel like you was in the healing phase too long, and now you're trying to push yourself back into the busy phase or throw yourself back into other situations. But it's like, you allowed to take some time to heal, like, and there's no set time. Like, it's not saying that you have to heal in a week or a month. For some of you, there could be people around you that maybe like you feel like they're rushing your healing, like they're telling you to move past it or something, but it's like you need to do it in your own time, and don't push yourself to be back in the swing of things if you're not ready to be. Oh, your vibration is yelling, I'll settle. These cards is crazy. And yes, the retrograde is real. No, it is not responsible for all your BS. So depending on when you're catching this reading, you could be going through it could be a retrograde at this time. But it's like, don't blame that for everything that you do. I feel like too, the reason you're healing is because you were settling for somebody in the past. And it's like your vibe was yelling settle. And if you jump back into it before you heal from this, your vibe's still going to be yelling that you'll settle for somebody. Or you're going to attract somebody that you're going to have to settle for. You're going to attract some more of the same. If you don't complete the healing. Or if you try to rush the healing from this other person that you were settling for. That dream wasn't prophetic. You just ate too much cheese. Bye. For some of you, you had a dream about this person where you felt like, take it as a resonance, leave the rest. For some of you, had a dream about this person where you felt like it was giving you some type of sign about what the connection was supposed to be. But I feel like this dream was heavily influenced by your desperation or your hopes in the 3D for this to be your person. That's not gonna resonate for everybody. It's like you want them to be your person so bad, or you think about it all day in the 3D, that it's like coming up in your dreams as if they're really your person, whether they're really for you or not. So it's like trying to block out your intuition or your higher self. You must think about this person or this connection a lot. In the daytime, somebody could also really be into pizza. Somebody could be an air sign as well. Or a Cancer. Oh, that's not a soul tie. That's a lesson you ignored twice. Okay, yeah. And that's under, if they wanted to, they would, period. So it's like, whoever this person is you healing from, or you in the process of healing from, it's like they might have played you more than once, or you might have had a back and forth connection with this person, and it's like, maybe you felt, it could have been a situation where you felt like y'all kept coming back together and like it was meant to be, or maybe that was a part of this dream you had. Like maybe you had a dream that y'all kept coming back together because it was supposed to be meant to be, or maybe you was fantasizing, or like, not fantasizing, but like, I can't think of the word right now. Maybe you was like, oh, what is the word I am thinking of right now? It's like you were hyping up the idea of this struggle love connection that you might have had with this person, because it was back and forth. But maybe you told yourself in your mind that that's a normal part of love. Is to be on and off with somebody and not sure how they feel about you, or not sure if they're gonna be with you or somebody else. Like maybe this person could have went back and forth and you was there waiting when they came back, and maybe you thought it was supposed to be like that because eventually you and this person was going to end up together. Like it was a strong tie that they kept coming back to you, but it was more so that they kept coming back to you because you were still available. Sorry. Do the work. You can't vibe your way out of accountability. Yeah, so it's like you gotta And it's funny, that's next to, that's not a soul tie, that's a lesson you ignored twice. So it's like, in the process of healing, you also have to take accountability for the fact that you've seen some red flags and ignored them. Or it's like, the first time you play me, shame on you. The second time, shame on me type vibe. It's like, okay, the first time you might have took them back because maybe everybody gets a second chance. But after that second time, it's like you knew better, but you were still playing a fool, or you still wanted to take them back for some reasons that had more to do with you than them. It was like you was romanticizing. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It's like you was romanticizing this struggle love situation, or this back and forth situation with them, because it's like maybe you could have even argued with other people that this person was dealing with, and part of them arguments was like, well, at least he or she coming home to me or coming back to me. It's like you romanticize this person leaving and coming back in your life as if that was going to lead to y'all eventually staying together forever. But it's like, nah, that was just a lesson you need to learn, and you didn't learn it the first time. That's why they kept coming back, because I said that in another reading. Sometimes when you don't learn a lesson the first time, it comes back around and back around till you keep learning it, and it get worse each time. So if this was a relationship, every time I got back together with this person, the cheating or whatever happened, disrespect, whatever, could have got worse each time. Ooh. Level up. Congratulations, you're leveled up. Somebody could have went on a game show before. Somebody could be a game show host. That just made me think of a game show. Somebody could be really into video games, or you could play video games online with your friends. You could have met this person through an online video game, very specific. But it's like, once you take accountability for your part in this connection that you healing from, it's like you gonna level up after. Oh, you gonna level up after that. And woo, you made it. Congratulations, you survived yourself so far. So that's what I'm saying. It's like bottom of the deck, 12-12 on the timer. Enough. Not him again. Girl, even your tarot deck is tired of him. So some of y'all might have gotten a lot of readings in the past on this person, trying to see if this was your person, or if they was going to come back in, or why the back and forth. But it's like even your cards or even readings are tired of you. You might notice too, the energy in your readings are shifting, because your higher selves is tired of talking about this person, because it's like you leveling up, because you starting to heal from this person, or you in the healing phase, or you moving into the healing phase. But it's like, in this healing phase, once you accept accountability for your part in the heartbreak or whatever happened in this connection, and see where you went wrong and learn from that, you're going to level up. Last one. Because before it was giving you settled vibes. Now it's like you're not settling for nothing. It's like you past settling. You understanding your worth. You built up your self-esteem. For some of you, you might even like spend more time inside, like on self-care. I'm seeing somebody like in a robe, a white robe with a you might have a rose tattooed on your calf, but I'm seeing somebody in a white robe with a white towel around their head, and it's like it's giving a vibe just like you focusing on self-care. Ugh, trash day. Healing feels like garbage before it feels like growth. So sometimes you might feel like this healing phase is a bit rough, and you want to give in a bit, or maybe you're not. I'm hearing like maybe you're doing it wrong, or maybe you're reverting backwards. But it's like, take it one day at a time, and every day is different. And like, it may feel really rough at the beginning as you try to break from this person, or like, because you might struggle to ignore their calls or ignore their advances, or you could have a person that pops up sometimes. So it's like breaking a connection with them could be a struggle, or you could have a person that likes to try to remind you of remember how it used to be, to keep you around. But it's like, yeah, those days are rough, but eventually you're going to move past that and get to the growth stage. You might be at the beginning of this healing stage. I'm guided to get 3 more. That was going to be the last one, but I've got to get 3 more. I'm just reading it that long anyway. Last 3. They all came out at once. Stop saying you're manifesting when you're really just daydreaming and avoiding action. Okay. So for some of you out here, you might be relying too heavily on manifesting alone, or if you're real into religion, praying alone, and you're not taking inspired actions to bring your manifestations in. It's like you can write down, or you can think heavily about what you want to do, or you can live in the end. But if you're not doing nothing in the 3D to move towards that, it can't come in. For instance, the example I'm getting is, let's say you decided I want a successful business doing cupcakes. Come to my head, so we're gonna go with cupcakes. But you ain't got no recipes, you ain't tried no recipes, you ain't looked up none, you ain't thought of a business name or nothing. You just trying to manifest it, but you ain't did no work in a 3D to show that that's really what you're trying to do. So it's like, stop saying that you manifested this and it's just gonna come out of nowhere and you ain't doing nothing in the 3D. For some of you, part of the reason why you might be doing that is because you watching some of these subliminal channels and you reading the comments and you see people like saying how shit is coming in from them and they was just listening to the subliminal or something. But it's like they also doing shit in the 3D. They just didn't write all that shit. Or maybe at this time on social media, you watching other people like glow up or come into something and they saying that they manifested it, but it's like, to you it seems overnight, but it's been a process for them and you missed the process part. You just seeing the overnight part, so you thought that you could do the same thing in your connection. It's like you can listen to subliminals and affirmations and all of that, but you still gotta have some inspired action moving in the 3D. Yes, you're psychic. No, not that psychic. And stop confusing passion with the panic attack. So I feel like some of you may give yourself a panic attack, or like overexcite yourself, or kind of send yourself into delulu because you be trying to pull cards for yourself, and you might be good at pulling cards, but you can't pull them for yourself. That's what that's saying, is like you're not good at reading for yourself, so stop. It's like you might even be a tarot reader and you might be good for other people, and y'all, that's me too. It's like I noticed I used to be better at reading for myself before I started like reading for y'all, but the bigger my audience get on YouTube, the less I can read for myself. So that could be the vibe for you. It's like maybe it's a situation where you can read real good for other people, but you're not being allowed to, or you just can't read real well for yourself. I feel like it's possibly you're not being allowed to see your situation like in the cards like that. And so you might even notice that sometimes when you try to do a reading for yourself, it start out making sense and then it goes way fucking left to some shit that don't make no sense. That's because you're not supposed to be doing it for yourself. Get somebody else to do it. It's just like therapy. Even therapists have a therapist. So it's like even tarot readers can have a tarot reader that they go to for guidance. And I feel like that's what this is telling you to do. Yeah, you psychic, but not that good. Not when it comes to yourself. And it also goes along with the last cards. Like, yeah, you a manifester, but you can't manifest without doing something in the 3D. Also, for some of you, you could be somebody that fell in love quickly or moved or jumped from connection to connection. And it's like, quit confusing that passion that you feel initially, or like those initial hormones or that initial attraction with love that's supposed to last. Because I feel like that's going to lead you to heartbreak. Or maybe that's what led you to heartbreak before. It's like maybe in the beginning this person chased you and it was real hot. Yeah. I'm getting the vibe it was real hot and heavy in the beginning. Or like maybe they love bomb you. I'm getting that from all this red and yellow on here. It's like at some point You and this person could have spent a lot of time together, went out to eat together a lot, or it's like they love bombed you. Y'all talked every day or a whole lot throughout the day or something, and then it slowed down. But that those initial interactions for some of you made you fall in way deeper than you should have at that point. And so it's like, stop confusing that passion with the love of your life. Especially if you just met this person. And that might lead you to ignoring red flags. And bottom of the deck is the energy you put out is screaming, don't talk to me. So for some of you, this has been in that healing journey for a good little minute. Now you're getting to the point where the energy is putting out that you don't want to be bothered. I hear some of you saying yes, like you're excited about that. And if that's what you want to accomplish, you're accomplishing it. You're accomplishing it. But if it's not something you want to accomplish, then you might want to work on that. You might have the resting bitch face, or people might be able to you might seem unapproachable at this time. If that's what you want to do, cool. But if not, you might want to consider that. 2121 on Tama. You might want to think about that. I feel like either way, in particular, there's somebody that's looking at you at this time, but they feeling like you unapproachable. Like they're a little nervous about coming up to you. See dude in the back? It's like they in awe of your looks or your beauty. They even in awe of your resting bitch face, but they're like a little scared to come up to you because your energy is like, don't come over here type vibe. You could also be a person that's like, maybe you in your late 30s or up, and you decided like you wasn't interested in dating no more after this, or you could be celibate, or you could have been celibate for a while, or you could have recently decided you was going to be celibate because you couldn't find a decent partner, or you could feel like the dating pool is shit now, and so maybe you just decided you going to gracefully bow out and pour into yourself, and that's where you're going to level up. Some of you could just be getting into spirituality. You could just be starting to find this on YouTube, or you could be getting more into spirituality. Some of you could be starting a tarot channel. Or maybe you do some type of rituals at home. Like self-esteem rituals or beauty rituals or cord cutting rituals. Take it as it resonates, leave the rest. But yeah, collective, I'm going to leave it right here. So if you resonate with this energy, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.